Energy markets are watching the Middle East closely. Several Gulf countries have suspended oil and gas production, while drone strikes and fires have hit key energy facilities across the region. So, why does this matter for the world, and how much of the world's energy actually comes from the Middle East? Let's break it down. The Middle East is the center of the global oil and gas industry. Nearly half of the world's oil reserves and exports come from the region. Five of the world's seven largest oil reserves are located here. Saudi Arabia alone holds 267 billion barrels of proven crude oil reserves, second only to Venezuela. Iran follows with 209 billion barrels, with Iraq, the UAE, and Kuwait also rank among the world's largest oil holders. And when it comes to exports, Saudi Arabia remains the world's biggest oil exporter, selling around $187 billion worth of crude in 2024. Oil isn't the only energy powerhouse in the region. The Middle East also controls about 40% of the world's proven natural gas reserves. At the center of this system is the South Pars North Dome, the largest gas field on Earth, shared between Qatar and Iran. Gas from the region is shipped either through pipelines or converted into liquefied natural gas or LNG. To transport LNG, natural gas is cooled to minus 162 degrees Celsius, shrinking its volume so it can be shipped around the world in specialized tankers. Much of this energy flows through a narrow waterway called the Strait of Hormuz. About one-fifth of the world's oil and gas supply passes through this strait every day. Tankers carrying crude and LNG move through it toward major markets in Asia, including China, Japan, South Korea, Pakistan, and India, as well as Europe. This means any disruption in Gulf can quickly affect the global energy prices. Since the latest escalation began, several key energy facilities across the Gulf have been damaged or forced to shut down. In Saudi Arabia, operations at the massive Ras Tanura oil refinery were halted after debris from intercepted drones sparked a fire. The facility is operated by Saudi Aramco, one of the world's largest companies responsible for roughly 12% of global oil production capacity. In Qatar, drones targeted facilities in Ras Laffan industrial city, home to the world's largest LNG production hub. Production was temporarily suspended, pushing global gas prices to a 3-year high. Another drone-targeted power plant water tank in Mesaid, also in Qatar. Meanwhile, in the UAE, fires broke out at the Musafa fuel terminal and the Fujairah oil terminal after drone attacks and falling debris. Energy infrastructure beyond refineries has also been affected. In Oman, drone strikes hit fuel storage tanks and a tanker at the port of Dohuk, while another attack targeted the port of Salalah. At sea, an oil tanker called at the Nova was struck by Iranian drones while traveling through the Strait of Hormuz, setting the vessel on fire. Iran's Revolutionary Guard claimed responsibility, calling the tanker an ally of the United States. Tehran has also warned that ships attempting to pass through the Strait of Hormuz could be set ablaze. Even facilities that haven't been directly attacked are shutting down as a precaution. Israel halted production at its Leviathan and Tamar offshore gas fields. In Iraqi Kurdistan, several energy companies suspended output, and operations were halted at the Rumaila oil field in southern Iraq, one of the largest oil fields in the world. These shutdowns are already tightening global energy supplies. With drones hitting refineries, LNG plants, and oil tankers, the conflict in the Middle East directly affects the world's energy system. And with one-fifth of global oil passing through the Strait of Hormuz, any further escalation could send energy prices and economic uncertainty soaring worldwide.